Hello everybody, my name is Sancha and welcome to The Winning Wish. Today I'm going to talk about the Nine of Swords and how it fits in with the Tree of Life and the Kabbalah, and take various looks at various decks of cards, how it's portrayed in the various decks of cards. Okay, so to start with, let's just get a basic gist of the Nine of Swords. Is we look at the actual suit that it is in, and the swords itself, they represent the element of air, and thereby they deal a lot with your intellect and your thought process and how you go about actually analyzing things, etc. To simplify it is if you have to take a look at the Ace of Swords. You can see that as a brand new sword. You've got a brand new idea, you've got a brand new thought pattern, a new drive, and a new goal that you want to achieve, that you want to actually get somewhere. By the time you get to the Nine of Swords, however, things are starting to look rather pear-shaped, mentally exhausted, and I think the Rider-Waite deck has actually pointed that out nicely. The guy's actually like in bed, got the hands over the face, doesn't want to look up anymore, totally exhausted, and there are 9 swords, all just gushing forwards. You can see them actually going towards the future, and thereby stagnating all rational thoughts and all thoughts of, that are actually constructive. Nine of Swords actually explains to you that you're not thinking ontologically anymore. All these different things that are actually getting to you are no longer ontological. Your fears are no longer ontological. You're actually starting to be fearful of fear itself, not the actual thought of this is actually what's going to happen. No. Everything that can go wrong is actually weighing your mind patterns down. You can't think straight anymore. Okay, so basically the Nine of Swords acts as a reminder to reevaluate your circumstances with fresh eyes. Get a fresh attitude. This card's not about whether your glass is half empty or whether it's half full. It's basically telling you that, hey, you've got a glass, and the possibilities of what this glass can hold it just blows anybody's mind. There's actually so much opportunity, and because there's so much opportunity, that is why you're getting stuck in just seeing this one exhausting problem instead of many opportunities. Okay, so if you actually have a look at the various illustrated pip decks, I've just taken, the Osho Zen. You can see Osho Zen has got a lovely way of actually explaining the swords. You might have heard me say it earlier. I'm just trying to get this lighting right. There we go. You can see that it's like this little grey triangle, and his name is Sorrow, and he belongs to clouds. Once again, the cloudiness of your mind. So a great way to remember the swords is it cuts through all that cloudiness. And a great thing to remember as well is that clouds come and go. There's nothing stagnant about them. They don't just come and hang over your head and like gloom and doom and gloom and doom. No, they come and they go. They vary in sizes. They vary in vision, visually. So when you see swords, you can think for yourself as well, this isn't something that is coming to stay. It's not, oh, my cat. It's not something that's coming to stay. It is something that comes and goes and comes and goes. And I really hope my cat has not been caught in the kist. Okay, back to this one. The Thoth deck. Alistair Crowley did a brilliant version. He explains again, can you see that? You can see the background, all the tears, loads and loads of tears pouring down, and underneath. You can see all the drips of blood oozing down. Blood, sweat and tears ring a bell. Mentally exhausted. And then my favorite deck, definitely, non-illustrated. Yeah, you can see you can actually knock yourself out with the possibilities. Is the cup half full? Is it half empty? The Tarot Damascene leaves a lot to your intuition and expansion. But you can see how this is almost looking like a plaster for the mind. When you really start exhausting yourself and your sword is actually penetrating through these plasters already, and you're cutting yourself off of all growth, you're not realizing that there's actually so much growing, so much that you have learned from the past and will help you in the future. So it's a brilliant. I love the Tarot Damascene. It's just quite amazing with what you can and can't see in the Tarot Damascene cards. Okay, so that is now your illustrative, non-illustrative viewpoints of the Nine of Swords. But if we have a look here as to why do they make it out to look like such a negative, scary card, what I want to remind you is that things are not always as they seem in the tarot. So things are not always as they seem in reality either. Once again, it is how we look at it. It's our attitude. The magic lies in your attitude. If you see things just glim and doomy, then that is pretty much what it will be. However, if you have a look down here, I'm going to try and do this while I look at him. If you have a look down here, this is Malkuth. This here is where we are. This is our kingdom. This is our kingdom, our earth. Yeah. This is something that I painted just to give you the full idea of the tree of life. There we go. All right. So we are here, earth, our kingdom down here on earth. And the Nine of Swords is here at the foundation. Now the foundation is represented by the moon. Now if we move, if we are here and we're looking at the 9, then you can see that the 9 itself, there is no light. Why? Because the moon itself has no light. There is no light. It reflects light. How? It reflects light from the sun onto the moon that we can actually see at night. And we can actually absorb this beautiful light of the moon, which is actually light from the sun. So our perception is different. If we can actually look at what is being reflected in what we see and what our thoughts are perceiving, then we can change our attitude of that we are reflecting. In other words, if we can actually focus on the light that is fully available to us, then sure, we can actually move on again and appreciate light and actually do something. Let's also remember that the moon plays a huge role in our emotional build-up, and because, I mean, think about it, 80% water, and the moon controls water. And I want to find any man that is going to argue with his wife at certain times of certain cycles that is on par with the moon. I don't think you're going to find a man brave enough to do that yet. So once again, you can see it's cyclic. In other words, it is not coming to stay. It is, now it's here, then it's not. And once again, our perceptions. And what is essential when facing this time period or the phase that you're going through is just to remember that it is more than possible. It is created for us to always absorb light. There's so much strength in light, there's so much strength in the moon, you know, there is a lot of strength there. So if we take that energy from what we're experiencing, if we take all this energy that is keeping us in the state of, no, doom, glee, oh, gotta run, gotta sleep, cup in my face, don't want to look, don't want to know. If we can take all of that fear and harness it into something, into a way forward, into a way of actually just penetrating through, then within no time we can actually get to Keitha, which is our top, which is going to free us and should actually get us ahead. If we can move our hands away from our face, we can actually see the roses. Whoever knows, we might even be able to smell them. And that'll help us in just changing our attitude. You know, if we can actually look at this card and think, you know what, wow, I have choices that I can make. I have choices to move forward. I have choices to break down and cry. I mean, really, weigh it up, weigh it, just, you know, it's there. We can do all of this. Bearing in mind that your thoughts become things. So if you want to really move ahead forward, then you can. If you want to focus on light, you can manifest your light. Thoughts become things. The more you freak out, the more you get to freak out. The more you think, you know what, I'm going to channel and I'm going to create and I'm going to do something. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to get us through this. And you know what, I'm not alone. I've got the whole universe actually backing me. Then we can succeed. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helps you. I hope you can move forward, rah, rah, rah. And if I can help you with anything, especially tarot or runes, I hope to do a lot more of these videos really soon. So comments below, shout, let me know what's going on, how I can help you, and enjoy the winning wish. Thanks a lot for watching. Namaste.